Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 16 Week 9 BearCave games. We are back with another fantastic slate as we continue to chug along in Season 16. Welcome in, got Coach Wynn with a sub to start us off. 20 months, that's insane, almost 2 years following a long time. Does indeed fly when we're doing this. But yeah, super hyped for today's game. We got a ton of good ones. We've got some very important conference matchups as well. Remember, guys, the playoff this year is all conference champions. In the sim, we had Ohio State go down. We had BYU, top 5 BYU, go down to Duke in overtime. We had a tremendous watch party, a true Pac-12 After Dark. So if you want to check that out on the YouTube channel, you can as well. But yeah, SFA is here. It is Thursday. And yeah, we're just gonna wait for our fight song to be done and allow you guys to get on in here. If you don't know what the SFA is, it's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube, and you can join in, build a team, and participate. BearCave is the top 10 games of the week that are not game day, that we jump in, sim to the end, and if it's close, we'll watch it sim out. Our game day this week is Pac-12. We're watching Arizona take on undefeated Stanford. So without further ado, we will get right on into it today, folks, as we're starting off with North Texas taking on Wyoming. So we got Wind immediately in against Coach D-Sleep. So D-Sleep, if you're here, let me know, heads or tails, kick or receive. And if you guys haven't been in BearCave much this year, the raffle is now tied into BearCave and tied into your Bobanos points, so participate in the predictions and earn some coins. So, do you like North Texas with the -4.5? Or do you like Wyoming at +4.5? Very interesting matchup here. Get those ready. The prediction is live. Welcome in. Yeah, big time win for Maryland. I mean, insane game for Benedict Hasselbrook, the freshman quarterback. Yeah, the away team gets first priority, Coach Wind. But I don't see D-Sleep, so if you pick kick or receive, I'll go with you since D-Sleep is kind of choking right now. Welcome in, Tribe. We got Papa Smoke. And for jerseys, I don't see D-Sleep put anything, and I don't see Win doing anything. So we'll just go basics for both. Doesn't look like anybody wants in on this early game action. Nobody trusts in North Texas, I guess, as a favorite. Head to sieve. All right. So I guess we'll get on board with Wyoming here. So let's get on to the first game of first game of the day. Wyoming, North Texas. We got some Conference USA Mountain West action. And these games are critical for bowl games. Both teams hovering around 500. Got to get to that 6-win mark to become eligible, but typically 7 wins is the mark to get you into a bowl game. So these fringe bowl game guys. Coach Win there with the little pedo stash going. All right. Wyoming got kind of cooked last week. I think they got destroyed going against BYU. I think that was. North Texas, also not a great showing, I don't think, against their last time out. So let's take a look. Yeah, I think they got smoked by Tulane. So here we go. War Memorial Stadium. Home of the Yams. Yeah, Bent won at the last second. Okay, so he wants to receive it. We'll let Wind make his own choice. Here we go. First game of the day. And quick score for Wyoming. And North Texas can't respond. Wyoming goes 14-0. Oh, man, this might be a big day for Wyoming to kick off BearCave. They're up 21. What's happening to Texas? Not a road team, I guess. No points in the first half. They get one at the very end. So can they come back? Gotta start playing some defense. Okay, oh, Wyoming, quick score there, and oh boy. The floodgates have opened, but North Texas hanging around. It's only, was this 18? There's, no! 4th down, they can't punch it in. So remember, we only hop in if it's a one-score game. It's down to 9. The big-time play, the 69-yarder from Brasfield. We're going to go one play at a time. Still 2 scores. We still cannot jump in. And it's looking like Wyoming is going to close this one out on the back of the running game. Jamie Brown, baby. And it's 42-29. We'll see if there is a quick score here. And nope, that's going to do it. So Wyoming gets the win here. 42-24 is your final. Welcome in, Coach Nathan. As McGee, the Yams legend, gets a touchdown. He gets 2. Gibby Gerbax gets 1. They had that long one as well. And that will do it. So Wyoming goes to 5-3. And North Texas drops to 3-4. As Chris Neal had 4 touchdowns on the day. Big time day for him. And the run game really didn't do much. Ryan McGee having over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. And defensively, Adrian Waters, 14 tackles, 6 TFLs. Domination here off the edge. He had the only sack for the defense. And the interception goes to Mike Strong. Deflections, none. And fumbles, none. So North Texas, Axton Brasfield, the SFA quarterback freshman. Not a great passing percentage here. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And Clint Brown, he's the backup running back, under 3 yards a carry. But through the air, both Gerbax and Brown did a lot today. Would like more from George Gritty the 5th. And on defense, 2 TFLs here for Burke, Elwood, Samoa. No sacks, no interceptions. 1 deflection from Ben Cason, and the forced fumble from Kyle Stevenson will get it done. Welcome in, Coach McNasty. Big win for Cincinnati. Coach win starts out, and that is a Wyoming outright victory for those of you guys tracking at home your BearCave scores. So all you guys who are going with the cover, the heavy cover picks, not a good start. As always, got to snip my players of the week. So Wyoming outright victory. Remember, place top 3 in BearCave, you get an SFA player. And 98% of the money was on Wyoming, so it ended up working out. And we move on. Yeah, McNasty, Bourbon Boozin', he came back this week, and I think he only had like 5 carries. So he might have gotten hurt again. So now we got UNLV and San Diego State. So Coach Cryo taking on San Diego State, who's been a bit of a surprise team here in the Mountain West this year. We thought with the departure of Coach Piglet, they might have fallen off. And completely opposite. They're undefeated in conference. Cooking, potentially looking to get ranked. Kind of control their own destiny after Fresno State lost to Wyoming earlier in the year. So, Coach Cryo, let me know if you're here, heads or tails, kick or receive. UNLV, they are the favorites on the road. So, do you have UNLV covering at -3, or do you have San Diego State with the +3 marker? Remember, UNLV has one of the best running backs in the country, DeMarcus McKenzie. He's been in the Heisman race. And for jerseys, it looks like he wants a whiteout here for UNLV, and that's what we'll get. And he is here. The man, the myth, the legend wants heads and kick. So we'll see if he can get it done today. Tough loss last week. And I think that was in the sim. Took their first Mountain West loss. Got to get it back. So here we go. We're down south of SFA HQ. Couple of hours. Seeing if UNLV can get it done. As you look at this, is going to be one of the tighter divisions in the country. 4 teams right now battling for it. And battling for a playoff spot. Holy fatness. I think that was the San Diego State coach. I don't think that was you, Cryo. I don't think that guy is eating the 100 pounds of Frosties. All right, heads and kick for Coach Cryo. Here we go. The first game was Wyoming outright. So they took down North Texas at home, winning outright as a 4.5 underdog. Mike Grunstall is here we go. More Mountain West action. UNLV strikes first. Nothing doing here for the Aztecs at home, who are down 14. The home fans are booing already. Nothing doing for them on offense. Living on their side of the field. Still nothing going as we approach halftime. They finally get it done. Only down 7. So hanging in there. The defense coming up clutch. Here they come. They tie it up. We've got a ball game now, folks. 14-14 as we approach the 4th. San Diego State 21 unanswered. UNLV just pooping themselves, and they tie it up. Oh, man, here we go. 6 minutes and a fumble. UNLV gets on the ball. And a one-play whop-a-doodle. B. Harris for 52 from Brett Brooks. An absolute yam to give them the lead. This game is going crazy. So we're going to go one play at a time now. UNLV has the ball right back. Ed Bradley, the former Arkansas quarterback, can't do anything. We're approaching that 2-minute mark. Remember, we'll jump on in, and it's 1st and 10. San Diego State on their back foot. Can UNLV finish the job? Last time we saw them in the whiteouts on BearCave, they choked against Florida State on a 4th and 19. And this one's blown up in the backfield. The Marcus McKenzie goes nowhere. And yes, that confirms the fatty coach is San Diego State. 2nd and 12. Clock is ticking. Maryland eye time. DeMarcus McKenzie, you know it's going to him. He goes upfield and he gets about 5. It'll be a 3rd and 7. Big call here. Does UNLV go for the throw and the win, or do they just keep it safe on the ground? Here we go. 2 tight ends to the left side. It's a handoff up the gut. He pushes. DeMarcus McKenzie gives them the victory. What a run. They're running right through Billy Gilmore, the SFA player. So a big-time rush there for UNLV, and that will give them both the win and the cover. Bang, bang, bang is right, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Coaching a player like that, watch out. Giving off Mills and Jimmy G vibes from like season 7. Is Cryo just the new Mills? That's the question. So we got to watch it play out. Should be able to win it right here unless this is an incompletion. But they're in victory formation. We are good to go. Bang! There it is. So UNLV will hand San Diego State their first loss, their first conference loss, and now UNLV will hold the tiebreaker over San Diego State. So a massive divisional win here for UNLV, going to 6-2, bowl eligible. Got to get that 7th win, though, to guarantee yourself the bowl game. As McKenzie goes for 174. So very nice win there for Coach Cryo. Brandon Harris coming up clutch. Kind of a new wide receiver we haven't seen much from. Flame. I can't believe they got that first. Look at this, how far he carries the guy. 28-21. Come on. Thank you. All right, let's take a look, see what happened here. Scoring summary is first. Ed Bradley gets a rushing touchdown. So Brett Brooks, 17 of 25, 267, and 2 touchdowns. Running the ball, DeMarcus McKenzie, over for a carry with a touchdown as well. Harris had the big-time game. McLeod didn't do much, and nobody else did much. Giovanni Vladislav, 10 pancakes. And on defense, leading tackler was Bennett. Couple of TFLs across the board, including Ubaldo Kingsbury, the SFA player. Bennett gets the only sack. No interceptions, no deflections, and 1 fumble for DeMarcus Davis. He recovered. And over on San Diego State, Ed Bradley, under 50% throwing the ball, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Bratton got 90 yards and spread the ball quite around. No SFA players on this offense anymore. And on defense, Garrett McBride, 10 tackles, TFLs across the board, 1 sack for Turner, no picks, no deflections, and no fumbles. So that will do it here from the Mountain West as we will continue on. Remember, for those of you guys following along at home, this was a UNLV cover, and that is what we are going to pay out, folks. And once again, the majority hitting. So the majority is 2-0 tonight. It was Turner, not Thunder. So UNLV cover. We already got Decory and Thunder. Alright, next up is things are going to get a bit more spicy as we head to the Conference USA. And I got to switch my team here. We'll switch to Nick as he's on a bye week. But we're headed to the Conference USA, a big-time one. Both, I think this is both division leaders, the current division leaders, facing off, which is massive because remember, preview the Conference USA Championship potentially has a playoff spot on the line. So we've got Tulane, who's had a game day a couple weeks ago. That's their only losses to Southern Miss, undefeated in conference. And then we got the big fatties, UTSA and Coach Dogwater. Their first game since knocking off top 10 Coastal Carolina last week on Watch Party in a thriller. So, Dogwater, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive if you want to. I don't see jerseys. I don't know if he's in here. But this is a Tulane. They're minus 2.5 point favorites. See if you guys think they will cover here. Minus 2.5, and UTSA, they are the underdog. So plus 2.5. Got a minute on the clock here. Let's see what you guys got. Welcome in, Coach Pizza. Yeah, it's always nice having a bye, especially after a losing streak. So I don't see anything from Dogwater. He is bailing on his team in their biggest conference game of the year. A win here for Tulane pretty much, I mean, I don't want to say is going to give them the division, but being 5-0 in conference is a pretty telltale sign you're going to win your division. And for UTSA, got to keep grinding away. A lot of points, it looks like, on Tulane. 14K. And we got quite a few on UTSA as well. All right, so a big wager here tonight. I don't see Dogwater, so we're just going to go with the kick. And here we go. We're in the Alamo Dome. We'll see if the brothers from Tulane, the quarterback tight end duo, going to be an interesting matchup to say the least. Alamo Dome, we were here last week when Coastal Carolina completely choked. If you haven't watched that game, go take a look at the YouTube channel. As yes, they do lead the division. And they have a full game lead on North Texas as well. Whereas Tulane going neck and neck with Louisiana Tech. So if you are Coach Keat, you are a big fan of the UTSA Roadrunners right now. Here we go. See what they decide. And they're going to kick it. All right, UTSA, here we go. Do they have magic in? A Miles Tilley back at quarterback. And they score first here in the first quarter. It's Tilley time as it's now 7-7. See if UTSA can score again. Yes, they do. Miles Tilley was benched back, I think, in week 2. But now all of a sudden, man, they're scoring at will. It's 21-14. What in the world? Is UTSA going to do it 2 weeks in a row? It's 21-21. We knew this one would come down to the wire. Next possession, nothing doing for UTSA. Can the defense come through? Yes, they do. And next possession, a long drive, and they score. It's Norton. So we're going to go one play at a time, and they're going backwards. 4th and 23, they're going to have to punt. Wait, there was a defense. Oh, no. On 4th and 23, UTSA, they have a 15-yard penalty like a bunch of ding-dongs. Here we go. It's 4th and inches, and then they punt. Unreal. 4th and 9. We're going to watch the punt. Here we go. Tulane gets their chance to tie this game up. What a game this one has been. 4th and 9. They're going to run the clock out as much as possible. Tulane not taking a timeout. Here we go. Here's the punt. It is returnable. They have men back, and he's going to go down the right-hand side. Stivvy's a man, keeps going, and gets about 11. That's Quinn Travers, the East Carolina transfer. He's won a national championship. 1st and 10 here for Tulane. Remember, this is an offense battered by injuries, but they are still trucking. The lefty quarterback yams it over the middle, and he misses his man. It was a full-out blitz. Billy Hines, 14 of 31 tonight. Not very good. See if he can lock in here. Minute 41, plenty of time. They're already in fringe jam range. Bunch form at the top of the screen. Man in motion. Deep drop, floats that short, and that's going to be dropped. So the wide receiver's not helping Hines out at all here. It's 3rd and 10 already. This UTSA defense playing out of their minds. Remember, almost a full SFA player defensive line now. Split backs. 3rd and 10. Delayed give, fake. Hines has time. Yams it deep. Hits his man. What a catch. It's Chris Fogle on your dome. Imagine choking to McLovin. Here they come. Hines quickly. Floaties out. Caught. A field inside the 5. Just no defense to speak of now for UTSA. Tulane is knocking on the door. Offset eye. Hines makes a move. The handoff. He pushes and he's hit. Vanderbrink brings him down. Tyler Leonard over 100 yards. Clock continues to tick. UTSA calling their timeouts now. High form. 28-21, the handoff up the gut. He pushes, and he's down at the 1. 2 plays left. Can they punch it home? 3rd and goal. Tulane, man in motion. It's going to be a throw out of the back of the end zone. 4th down. UTSA with another goal line stand. 4th and goal. The big nasties on both sides. The offset eye. Hines, Leonard, touchdown Tulane. We've got a tie ball game. The Green Wave gets it done. They'll kick the extra point. And UTSA just gave up a massive drive. The defense couldn't come through. They had him in 3rd and 10. Also had him on 4th down. So who's going to come through? Is it going to be another Miles Tilley masterclass? We got Rylan Warrenberg on the return. He gets 21. So this is a guy who went bar for bar, band for band with the generational talent last week as a reject. Meaty arms, Miles Tilley. Does he have some more magic in him? 1st and 10. Delay give to Mercury Morris. He gets some room, and he gets about 4. And clock's running. Not a lot of urgency here from Dogwater. Now in the pistol. Tilley has time over the middle. Comeback route there, and he's short again. Clock continues to go. Chris Ham on the reception. Yams legend. 3rd and 2. 40 seconds left. Tilley. He yams it deep. What a bomb! And it's intercepted! Trying to hit Jurassico Rose, and they're going the other way! There's nobody there! And they get across the 50. Disaster here for the Roadrunners. And now all of a sudden Tulane has 30 seconds and 3 timeouts to win the ball game. Hines, deep drop. Rolls left, throws right, hits his man! Touchdown Tulane! Oh my God! Josh Hines from Billy Hines, the brother on brother. Dome in the Roadrunners. What just happened? UTSA was leading by 7 at the 2-minute mark. So now Miles Tilley has to play hero ball. They've got to get it back. Just completely blown coverage from the Roadrunners. Just an inept play call here from Coach Dogwater. And oh, what a spear! Warrenberg absolutely cooked at his own 20. So 18 seconds, 1 timeout, and a dream. UTSA. "18 seconds. Miles Tilley over the middle, and that goes down to Ham. Clock is ticking. They had to use the last timeout. It's not looking good, boys. UTSA truthers are in shambles, staring 4 and 4 right in the face. Empty set for UTSA. 14 seconds left. Tilley over the middle. Roarenberg, first down. You gotta hurry it up. They are in yam range, folks. Nice use of the yam emoji. They are going to spike it, so maybe 1 deep pass if he decides to even spike it. Yeah, so 1 play here. How far can Miles Tilley and the meaty arms throw it? Are we going to see a UTSA miracle? They need 59 yards. Is it Tilley time? 2nd and 10. 4-man rush. Tilley yams it deep. Left side. Caught off the tip. No, it falls incomplete. And Tulane survives. What a game here for the Green Wave. Despite the injuries, despite the deficit, they find a way. And they remain unbeaten in conference play. It's looking more and more likely that Tulane will be representing the Conference USA in the college football playoff. Unbelievable game. And what a choke here from UTSA. I thought he caught it off the tip. He had some running room. But it wasn't meant to be today for the Roadrunners. So now things just got a lot more difficult for UTSA in conference. No longer have a full game lead. So Tulane looking good. UTSA not. And for those of you guys betting at home, that was a 2-lane cover. Coming back from the dead. Down 7 with 2 minutes to go, and they somehow covered 2.5. So here's what this looks like. Warrenburg got a touchdown today. And the 49-yarder was the winner. Miles Tilley, 29 of 43, 289, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Run the ball, Mercury Morris, 57. They really couldn't run it today. And passing, James Norton with the most catches. Both Ham and Warrenburg and Django all getting involved. Love to see that. And on defense, Dockery and Hurst had 9 combined tackles. A lot of TFLs here across the board. Sacks go to Dockery and Hurst. No interceptions, a couple of deflections, and no turnovers. So no fumbles is probably the difference. And Billy Hines, 17 of 36. He clutched up there at the very end. 213, 3 tutties. Leonard over 100 yards on the ground. And Josh Hines, the brother, 6 for 88 and 2 tutties as well. On defense, Todd Hayes, 12 tackles. A lot of TFLs here. No sacks. 1 pick. It was Brandon Kemp that really set them up for the win. And 2 fumbles, so 3 total turnovers. Yeah, you're not going to win a lot of football games when you're -3 in the turnover department. And that will do it. So we've had 3 games here in the first 30 minutes. Unreal. We've already had a couple of good ones. So if you're scoring at home, remember, this is a 2-lane cover on this one. Miles Tilley is your player of the game. A couple of rejects there as your players of the game for UTSA. Love to see that. This is a 2-lane cover. All right, we'll continue on in an awesome BearCave slate, as this one's going to be a fun one. We've got Rutgers and Coach Nathan taking on Iowa. Rayshon Gloop, Coach Jarkis. So Nathan, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. See if Rutgers, they've been on a bit of a losing streak. Same thing with Iowa. Both trying to get back into it. And if you're betting at home, this is a 9-point favorite for the Hawkeyes. Do you trust them? Tails and kick for Coach Nathan. So who covers? Are you going with Iowa? -9, that's a big point spread. Or do you like Rutgers to shock the world? Prediction is live. Tails and kick. Yeah, luckily I can't set the next one until I pay out the previous one, so I'll never miss one. Alright, so we got tails and kick for Coach Nathan. Can't believe UTSA choked like that, because it was the exact opposite thing. They did that to Coastal the previous week, so they kind of got their got what was coming to them. Not a lot of betting on this one. Everybody wants to bet on UTSA, but they don't want to bet on Rutgers. Who's going to trust in Rutgers with the cover, huh? Or are you a Rayshon Gloop believer? You just got glooped. Come on, folks. Kinnick Stadium, here we go. Not a Big Ten matchup. This is an American Big Ten matchup. Rayshon Gloop, his balding head, his senior year, goes so fast. Tails and kick for Coach Nathan, who has his sophomore quarterback now, Jamarcus McNutt. So here we go, and Rutgers with a quick tutty. Oh my! I think it was off a Gloop interception. So 7-3 after one. It's 10-7. Rutgers, they can't score there. That was a really long drive, and it's only a 3-point lead at halftime for the Hawkeyes. They extend it to 10. They can't extend it more, but Rutgers not doing anything. We head to the fourth quarter. Rutgers, they can't score. Neither can Iowa. Once again. And that's going to be a tutty. It's currently a cover. Can Rutgers do anything? Oh, bang. There it is. All right. Remember, we can't jump in until it's a one-score game. Is Gloop going to finish it? Yes, he is. So they re-extend it to a three-score lead. We're going to see if they can quickly score. They cannot. So Iowa is going to cover 31-14. Rutgers had a nice pass to start it, but Gloop and Howell Miller did their thing. And Santiago Beachwood continue to have a great year for Rutgers, but it just wasn't enough. Jamarcus McNutt, 13 of 22, 193, 2 touchdowns. Really good day for him. But running the ball, you couldn't really get anything over 3 yards a carry. Not going to win you a lot of football games. But Santiago Beachwood still having a great day. On defense, leading tackler was Neal. TFL's Arnold. No sacks on the day. The interception goes to Trevor Williams. Deflections, John Brown. And no fumbles. And for your Iowa Hawkeyes, Rayshon Gloop, 16 of 30, 235, 1 touchdown. Running the ball over 100 yards for Howell Miller. Gloop had 35 and 2 touchdowns. Leading receiver was Howell Miller and Houston. And on defense, Germ and Jenkins get 10 tackles. TFLs go to Smith and Silatonga. No sacks. No interceptions either. So kind of a quiet day for this defense. But they got the victory. All right, so quick stop there in Iowa City, as that is going to be a Iowa cover. So 3 straight covers after the outright start for Wyoming. Remember, guys, we got recruits coming later tonight. Game day coming after this as well, Arizona and Stanford. Odds will be available tonight, and highlights available tomorrow. All right, here we go. As we continue on, now we've going back to the group of 5, as we've got LA Tech taking on Southern Miss, number 2 in the country, undefeated with a backup quarterback, Johnny Ward, the SFA player, going up against Coach Keat. He's not had a great time in a non-conference. So, Coach Keat, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a 2-point favorite here for Southern Miss. So, on the road. So, do you have Southern Miss -2? Or do you have LA Tech +2? Looks like I flipped down the BearCave graphic. Oops. That's all right. It was still 2 points no matter what. All right. So, Coach Keat, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. Don't see a request here for jerseys. We've had a couple of teams go down. BYU was undefeated. They went down. I think we're only down to maybe a handful of undefeateds. Maybe 2 or 3. I know OK State and I know Stanford are undefeated. No Southern Miss is undefeated. Yeah, this is a Husky-Boyle game. Apparently, LA Tech has won this game the past 2 seasons. All right, here we go. I don't see Coach Keat, so we're just going to jump on board with the away team like usual. And we got some big-time games coming up, especially one for North Carolina and Georgia Tech that has decided the division the last, 2 or 3 seasons. So here we go. LA Tech, Southern Miss. Husky-Boyle should be healthy. See what happens for the Bulldogs. Coach Keat, 3-3 on the year, but looking good in conference, which is what you want. Joe Elliott Stadium. Here we go. Heads and kick for the CPU teams like usual. First quarter, we going to see a big-time upset this season? in this game. LA Tech starts the scoring. Southern Miss not looking good early. Husky Boyle might have their number, up 10. Here we go. Southern Miss gets one back. And big time score there at the end of the half. So 6-point lead for the home team as we head to the second half. Southern Miss takes their first lead of the ball game. Southern Miss struggling here tonight on the road. LA Tech, though, offense is also struggling. No points here in the second half yet. Going back and forth. And Southern Miss extends the lead. Things are getting hairy here for LA Tech. They've got to find a drive. Here they come. They're going backwards, but they get a penalty. They keep it going. 3rd and 13. We can't jump in until we get into a 2-minute mark. They're continuing this drive. Multiple penalties on these defenses. Big time play there. And here we go. It's 2nd and 11. Down 4 inside the red zone. Here it comes, folks. Frank Bright, Husky Boyle in the backfield. Bright, he finds some room up the middle, and he slides down. It's going to be 3rd and 6, but they need a tutty. They have all 3 timeouts. Coach Keat looking for the best win of his career. 3rd and 6. 4 wide. Safety coming on down. Don't count out Boyle in this situation. They bring the blitz. He yams it to the end zone. 1-on-1. Tipped away by Hagglewood, the SFA corner. 4th down. They are going for it, not taking a field goal. 4th and 6. Empty set. Husky Boyle not on the field. What a call. Bright. 4-man rush. Floats that out wide. Stay in bounds. He does. 1st down. The drive continues for LA Tech. What a play from Brandon Lucas. Inside the 15 now. Southern Miss fans are holding their breath. Split backs. Husky Boyle, number 1. No touch yet. Quick option. And they don't pitch it. Frank Bright goes down for -4. Daniel Mason off the edge. They need a touchdown. Unique formation here. 2 tight ends. Man in motion. Hand off to Husky. It's a counter. Husky, he can't break it. No. Come on, Husky. You gotta break that one. That's your whole aura. 3rd and 12. Empty again. A minute left. Frank Bright. It's a mid-screen. He can't throw it. Oh, no. And they've had to call their timeouts. It's so over. 4th and 24. All they have is a dream. LA Tech. Number 2 on the line. Frank Bright floaties over the middle. It's dropped. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. The opportunity, the drive, completely squandered. In victory formation for Southern Miss, who are looking to go 8-0. And for LA Tech, this would mean that they go winless in the non-conference slate. But they're still undefeated in conference, still have playoff hopes. As it'll just take one more snap from Johnny Ward, the SFA reject, who's the backup to Trey, to their other quarterback. I forget his last name. But man alive, what a win. 17-13, grinding it out here at LA Tech. Stay unbeaten. That is the goal till you get fully healthy. So 000 on the clock. Southern Miss gets it done. And folks, that is a BearCave cover for Southern Miss. It was a 2-point spread. So it was hairy there for a bit. But man, oh wow, a lot of you guys went with LA Tech. Not a lot of love here for Southern Miss. So big payout there. As we've had all covers so far except the Wyoming outright win. Wild. So I guess you guys who have become cover truthers in the BearCave game, having a good week so far. Tough loss there for LA Tech. It's always tough when you go winless in the non-conference. You really don't know what kind of team you are headed into conference play. Well, I guess you could know what team you are. You could just suck, but Hagglewood, the SFA player, big-time play there in the back of the end zone. 7-0, going to 8-0 here for Southern Miss. They made the quarterfinals last year. It's time for people to start taking them seriously, damn it. You guys can talk all you want. You think Georgia Tech's better, you think whoever's better, but this is a team that made the playoff last year, won a game. They actually beat Oklahoma State in the playoff. Lost the game to Nebraska, and now they haven't lost. Same core. Yeah, the all-cover plays actually work in Flame. Looking perfect. I mean, Tribe, you should still apply, and you can say you are working towards your degree, unless it's like 7 years away. I don't know how close you are, but if you're like a couple years away, or even just like a couple semesters, and you just say, hey, I'm working towards... Oh my god, we've got our game is completely went ridiculous. Not sure what's going on here. I've never seen this air. Oh yeah. Yeah, then you can't really apply. So I can't look at the stats, folks. We got some I've never seen this. This is a new glitch I've never seen before. That's awesome. And see, it's always fun to see new glitches. So we're just gonna exit. I assume that our Did like a Michigan fan or an Ohio State fan get a hold of this? Like, we're just canceling out all the M's? Alright, so it looks like it fixed here in this screen. So, can't look at the stats for you guys, unfortunately. See if I can re-enter the stats here. But this is a Southern Miss cover. I don't think I have to restart my game. I think that was just a one-time kind of a deal. Let's go, though, to that game. Okay, so here's what it looks like here. I thought these would get corrupted. That's nice. Get to keep them. All right, so Frank Bright, he went 16 of 39, 175, and 1 tutty. Run the ball. Husky Boyle had under 3 yards a carry. Not his best day. And on defense, Fenner had 15 tackles. TFLs, I can't sort, unfortunately. So just look at the TFLs here. Sacks, Barrett had a sack. Weidler had a sack. The interception goes to Hicks. And fumbles, deflections, look like that. And then we'll take a look at Southern Miss. Johnny Ward, SFA player, goes 15 of 27, 191, and 2 touchdowns. Sean Martin, Yam legend, our current starting running back. If you haven't been watching the Yams, you should. Sean Martin has been taking the world by storm the last couple of weeks. Love some Sean Martin here in the SFA Universe. Duckett, he had 5 TFLs. Man, a lot of TFLs here for Southern Miss. Sacks, interceptions, 3 sacks on the day. Deflections, fumbles, see this. All right. So that will do it for those games. See if, okay, I already paid that one out. So next up is we got the Patreon Game of the Week as we head to the ACC, as we get, maybe not. No, Miami's not in the ACC. What am I thinking? It's Auburn in Miami. So, Coach Cabbage, if you're here, heads or tails, kick or receive. This was the Patreon Game of the Week. It's a 6.5-point favorite for Auburn. So, who covers? Do you like Auburn at minus 6.5, or do you like Miami to knock them off? Plus 6.5. Got a minute on the clock. The games are starting to get good here. We've got two big-time ACC games. We got a big-time Big Ten game coming up, and then we got a really fun non-con game between Baylor and A&M. But who do you got here? Coach Cabbage, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. And we still got Arizona, Coach Hunt taking on Coach MLB Rules and the undefeated Stanford Cardinal. So big overall discrepancy here, but Miami's still a tough team. They've made some upsets this year. All right, here we go. We got one measly Babana going on. Got some heavy rollers here today. 4-2 for Auburn. And it is raining in Hard Rock. Recipe for disaster here. Coach Cabbage trying to keep his Auburn Tigers afloat in the playoff race. Number 9 in the country. They are the highest overall team in the country this season. Bit odd considering, but let's see what happens. Home of the Orange Bowl. Almost always get a rainy Orange Bowl. So heads and kick, don't see Cabbage here. Here we go. First quarter, Miami with the football. Lie. That was Auburn, but touchdown and an extra point missed from Miami. 14-6 here early on. Miami trying to fight back, and they do, but they don't go for 2. So Auburn up 8, headed into the break. Miami hits them quickly, and they still aren't trying to get that point back. And now they're down 15 as we head to the fourth quarter. Auburn pulling away. Are they going to dome them here? No, they get one back. It's still an 8-point game. And, oh my God, a long drive. What in the world? That was the longest drive ever, so they got to try and get back into 3-point land here. Fourth down. We can't jump in until it's a 3-point game. And that is going to do it for Auburn. So Auburn gets it done here. 38-27. Kofi Garnett, Alfonso Jackson. Kofi Garnett again, he gets 2. And that is going to be a cover. So Alfonso Jackson, 19-29, 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. He led him on the ground in attempts, but Brandon Price over 5. No touchdown for him, though. Dickerstick, he gets 7 receptions. And on defense, you get Paul Charles. He gets 11 tackles, 2 TFLs from Carlos Johnson. The sacks, interceptions, deflections, and forced fumbles, none. For Miami, it's Anthony Cameron. We've seen him a lot. Decent day, 1 touchdown. Run the ball, Burke. Only 18 carries. He's normally a guy who gets a lot more. He had 3 touchdowns on the day, though. And Lester Harley. What a name there. And on defense, Paul Lettle, 11 tackles, 4 TFLs total, no sacks, no interceptions, and deflections, don't see anything. Oof, tough. Man, I'm sure Coach Howard Black isn't loving that game. He sees Ohio lose to Ball State and then flips on Kyle McCord throwing 2 pick sixes. Is Pittsburgh still undefeated, IRL? I think they are, right? And so it's following along at home. This is a Auburn cover. All right, so Mike will pay out your 1 Babana again. So Notre Dame and Boston College. We got Mills taking on UE in a critical divisional game. Our Heisman leader, Boss Hennessy of all teams. So UE, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Very even on paper. This game is a 3.5-point favorite for Notre Dame. They've been playing incredibly ever since losing to Virginia to open up the season. So can Boss Hennessy keep it going here? It's we saw them on game day as well, and they had a great game day against USC. So Notre Dame minus 3.5, Boston College. And this is a bit of a holy war as well. This is, oh, they actually call it holy war here. Two Catholic institutions. So let's see what you guys pick. And did UE pick something traditional, please? Okay. Don't see anything from Mills. Mills, if you're here, let me know. Looks like Mike Gronstall is a Notre Dame fan. I didn't know. I knew BYU and Utah was the holy war. I didn't know if this one was also a holy war. I thought it had a different name. Kind of like USC is the Battle of the Jeweled Shillelagh. Oh, Mills, you're here. I don't see UE, so you can get choice of kick or receive. Let's get a full 21 Bobinas on the line for this one. Mills wants to kick. All right. So critical game here in the division. Boston College won it last season at 7-5. Ended up winning the ACC. So 1-2 in the ACC for Boston College. Definitely got to get their game going. Is Notre Dame trying to stay unbeaten in their last 6? Notre Dame, Boston College, the Heisman favorite. Come on, boss. Has Boss Hennessy finally turned the corner? Florida State won this week, so they're right on the heels of Notre Dame. Alumni Stadium, we've seen them here a lot recently, as we're going to kick it here for Mills. Here we go. Big game skill activated. All right, Mills, let's see what you got, big boy. And no score early. The Boss Hennessy might be choking here. Uh-oh, 7-0 on the dome. Here come the Eagles. 14-0. Boss Hennessy not doing anything. 17-0, and they get 3. Oh, my. The Irish thumped in the first half, and they are held for 3. Oh, man, but here come the Irish. Exactly what you'd expect from this game. 17-13. Mills, he extends the lead. We're going to go one play at a time. Don't want to miss anything. Boss Hennessy can't get it done. They're going to have to punt or something. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait a second. They're still in it. They couldn't get a touchdown there. But Notre Dame, man, they can't do anything, and they punt it. So we can't jump in until it's a... So this is a tie game, or a one-score game, I mean, and see if Boss Hennessy, can they do anything here? Big plays, and there it is, touchdown. All right, so down 7, 57 seconds left. They do have their timeouts. Can they get the onside kick? The kick for the Irish. It's recovered by Coach Mills. Timothy Stevenson, what a transfer portal grab, the transfer from Vanderbilt. Can they get it done here? They've got to get one first down. Notre Dame on the ropes. Bozeman, Tyler in the backfield. The handoff to Tyler, and he stumbles down. They have over 200 yards. Ryan Green with the tackle. 2nd and 9. They're in shotgun. Uh-oh, Mills. 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. It's a QB keeper. And Bozeman gets nothing. So Boss Hennessy might get his chance here. One more play. 3rd and 10. 2 tight ends on the field. Can Notre Dame find a way? Hand off to Tyler. He gets the edge. He's pushing, and he stretches for 6. That might have gotten them in field goal range. Did it. They're going for it. Oh my God, here we go. Getting aggressive is Coach Mills. He wants the win right now. It's a handoff to Tyler. He goes nowhere. They give Notre Dame the ball at the 35. Here comes Boss Hennessy. Needed a touchdown. He has 42 seconds left. Dare I say, is he looking for that Heisman moment? Boss Hennessy, the transfer from Tennessee. Hennessy steps up over the middle. He's short of the line to gain. The clock is ticking. You can throw that if you get past the line. They got to hurry it up. 30 seconds left. Running all the way back. 28 seconds for Boss. Rolls right. He's running. Yams it deep. Cross body. Oh my God. What a flick. It falls incomplete, but the pure athleticism from Boss Hennessy shining through. What an absolute yam. 3rd and 1. 22 seconds left for Boss. He has time, just throws it away. Oh my, game on the line. 18 seconds left. Not looking good for Huey. They need a first. What is the call? Quick option. He flips it out to Fuller. He has the sideline. First down, Notre Dame. What a play call from Coach Huey as they hurry it up now. They are going to spike it now. 13 seconds left. They'll have 2 chances at the end zone. Huey outsmarting Mills at Mills ball here. The quick option on 4th and 1. Who would have thought? 2nd and 10. From the 42. Hennessy drops back. Floats it to the corner. And it's caught! Dan Jolly! 7 seconds. Boss Hennessy, he's 22 yards away. They might have 2 chances. Here we go. Hennessy over the middle. First down. They've got to hurry it up. They've got to snap it. Go, go, go. Stop celebrating, you ding-dong. Get this off, you barnacles. No! The game is over. Boston College survives. Notre Dame just pulled a George Pickens. They were too busy celebrating to snap the ball. Oh my God, what an end of game sequence. Disaster here for the Notre Dame faithful. What a choke. And that just reignites life into Boston College in this division. For Notre Dame, they'll drop to 6-2. Boss Hennessy probably still among the favorites in the Heisman race, but man, you gotta think he would have liked to have that choice back to dump it off. What a game to start the second half of BearCave. My goodness. So 27-20 is the final. Marvin Bozeman goes 14 of 30, 192 and a tutty. Running the ball is Thomas Tyler. He gets 174 on the ground, just pure domination here. And on defense, 7 tackles for Ryan Young, 3 TFLs for him as well. No sacks, and 1 pick for Marcus Gardner. Deflections go to Nichols. Forced fumble from Harrell. And Notre Dame, Boss Hennessy goes 25 of 41, 382, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And they ran the ball not as well as they would probably like to. Smith and Hayden doing their thing. On defense, Ryan Green and Grant had the tackles. TFLs go to McKinney. No sacks, no picks, and no fumbles. What a great win, man. Yeah, that's a big-time win for Mills here. Welcoming Coach Zach. All right, so for those of you guys following at home, that's Boston College outright. Bit of a shocker here. So we just had an Auburn cover, and now this is a BC outright win. So let's pay those Bobinas. And actually, 48% of you guys went with BC, weirdly enough. Wazoo game day continues to live. Yeah, man, the win for Skyflyer, that was big time. We just got to find you a matchup, and I'll put you in the voting. All right, so now we go to the Big Ten, which this could be a big time with Ohio State just falling off the face of the earth the last couple of weeks. This all of a sudden gets much bigger. Michigan back in the race for the division. Minnesota currently projected to win their division. So another potential preview of the Big Ten Championship. This one is a 7-point favorite for Michigan. Wowzers. Not a lot of love for Coach Rick here, I guess. So Michigan -7. And Minnesota +7. Let's get her done. See what happens. We got a battle for the little brown jug, baby. Yep, Mango versus Rick. Mango trying to beat down Rick after all of his scheduling gripes. No idea. Mills is a weirdo. I'm going to open up my DMs, and they're just going to be diabolical memes against Notre Dame. So here we go in the big house. Minnesota, Michigan, Little Brown Jug, both sitting at the top of their divisions. Michigan State sitting there quiet. Coach CTE, man, he's looking pretty good. And over here, watch out for Illinois, man. Coach Cam could do some nasty things. Here we go. Number 24, Michigan. Seeing who is going to be the favorite as we head into the last month of the season. We'll go heads and kick. I don't see Rick here, so see what happens. Michigan has been going nutty on BearCave recently, scoring 40+ every single game. See if that continues. They start off with a quick touchdown here. They get a fumble and another touchdown. Michigan dialing in the BearCave strategies, but Minnesota not going to let them run away with it. 21-14 here as we hit halftime, folks. Big time game in the Big Ten, 24-14. Oh no, Minnesota not like this. 37-14. The third quarter strikes again for the Wolverines. Is now Minnesota's on the ropes. It's not looking good as we're at 2 minutes. They're down 16. They've got to get something and they can't. Wow. Michigan, if you remember, was the #1 seed in last year's playoff. And they lost their first game. Seeing if they can come back. Cassius Dreyer gets himself a scoop and score. Ryan Tyler, 18 of 27, 249, 2 touchdowns. Run the ball. Kevin Warren doesn't do anything. And on defense, Tommy Garcia, 10 tackles, 4 TFLs. The sacks, none. Interception is McNamara. Forced fumble for David Scott. And that's really it. As Michigan, James Love having himself a big-time day. 18 of 24, 243, 3 tutties. Run the ball. Greg Rogers having an amazing day per usual. And, yeah, man, killing it. Lamar Hawkins, 15 tackles, 7 TFLs, 2 sacks for each of these dogs. Unreal. Deflections across the board. The fumbles go to, man, 3 fumbles, 2 were recovered. And that will do it. Yeah, that was definitely a belt-to-ass moment right there. So, hey, they're alive in the East, man. But yeah, Michigan looking like a bit of a wagon. Had a tough start to the year, but they've really honed it in Big Ten play, and that's what matters. So for those of you guys betting at home, that's Michigan with the cover. Pay that out real quick. Only 8% were believing in Minnesota anyways. And we move. And what do we move to? Oh, not much, but Baylor at A&M. A game that I think this is 3 years in a row that they played. And Baylor, man, it's not looking good in the division, so it's really important that they continue to win to stay alive for the at-large race. So, Flame, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. And this is a 6-point favorite for the Baylor Bears, your defending national champions. Going on the road. They continue to fall in the rankings because they have 1 loss, but I think once the playoff comes back, they'll be... or the playoff committee starts, they'll be climbing back up. So here we go. Get those Bobinos going. We got Battle of the Brazos. I guess, yeah, I guess they're both in Texas, so it makes sense. We got yellow helmet, black jersey, yellow pants. Flame going with the diabolical choice. What in the world? Yellow helmet. Okay. Is, yeah, I guess gold, so yellow. Is it the 2018 blacks, or is there a different black that matches? No, I think it's only the 2018 black. Oh, that is cold. That is cold. That is cold. That is a cold combo. We'll make these guys go all white. Tails receive. Oh, come on. Let's not talk about the Vaporeon copy pasta. Yeah, I wish there's a black that matched with the gold, but come on. Let Flame cook. Look bad, play great. That's kind of the Baylor way. Yeah, these jerseys are terrible. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I mean, I'm also colorblind, so seeing the yellow next to the gold on that screen, it kind of started to look like the same color. But now that I'm seeing it in person, not looking good. Alright, Flame. After enough flame in you for your choices. Let's see. Tails and receive. Here we go. Number 6 in the country. Texas A&M still an outside chance to win the SEC. They start out with a touchdown. This would be a big-time win. Set them up for the rest of the season. But, man, down 7. Oh, 21! Can you do something for me? 24-14 as we hit halftime. A&M hanging tough, though. Watch out for the Aggies. Still 2 scores. Not looking good now for the Aggies. They've got a score, and oh, no. Doubling them up now here, folks, on the road. But a late touchdown. Up 10. And it's a fumble! Oh, no! Here comes A&M. We can't jump in till it's a 1-score game. Onside kick. They have all 3 timeouts. Baylor, not like this. Oh, no! No! They get the onside! Here comes Herky. Are they going to blow a 17-point fourth-quarter lead? No, please, Baylor, no! Herky Streets, the legendary choker, one of the worst top recruits we've ever seen. Herky dumps it off. It's dropped! He's 29-52. He's having a legendary day in the Herky Streets world. 34-31. They need a field goal to tie this game up. They have all their timeouts. Who's going to make the play for Baylor? Who's going to bail them out? Over the middle. Caught! First down! What a catch! It's Brian Tatum. He's over 200 yards today. This defense is getting plastered. Split backs. Herky. Over the middle. Wide open, man. Where is the defense? He pushes! Ernest Barber for 25. 4:56 on the day for Herky. It's not looking good for the Baylor Bears. They cannot stop the pass. 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off now to the outside. He turns the corner. Wide open lane. There they go. Touchdown A&M. They take the lead. What just happened? Baylor is in shambles. They were winning 34-17. Oh my God. Flame, the defending national champion, watching his playoff hopes crumble right before his eyes. Plenty of time. Latrey Reigns is a baller. We know that, but they need a touchdown. We all know Baylor is born to win. This team has been crafted for the better part of, 12 years now to win these kind of games. Latrey Reigns, our cover athlete. Niall Sheathers. DJ Weber with the catch. Still plenty of time. Latrey having a good day himself. Second and 3, but this defense littered with SFA talent. You got Lachey Phantom. You got Huck Hammer. Who hits him? He just got hammered. The #1 recruit. A sack for Huck. This would be the biggest win of his career. 3rd and 8. Down to 1 timeout. Latrey over the middle. Hits his man. It's dropped by Solo Tippins. It's 4th down. Game on the line. A&M. Shocking the world. 4th and 8. Latrey drops back. He has time. Over the middle. Hits his man and it dropped. Another drop for Tippins. And Baylor crumbles. Oh my God. Flame. I would say I'm sorry, but boy, you got a natty. This is the Baylor era over. I mean, they still could win the division if Oklahoma State starts losing, or they could still fight their way back to 10-2 and find their way into the playoff. But man, tough day at the Yard for Baylor. It was 34-17 in the fourth quarter. $34-17. Oh my God, and that's an A&M outright. That is a generational crumble. And there it is. 38-34 is your final. Yeah, Solo Tippins, man. He's been great this year, but then 2 drops in a row. But he caught the game-winning pass against Oklahoma, though. So it's like, you know, you take what you can get, but you would have liked him to get that. But come on, man. Huck Hammer laid the boom on him. Huck Hammer literally was designed to have 99 hit power, 99, you know, like the best strong safety possible. So A&M, man, wow, that's where the majority of the betting win as well. So you guys kind of called this one. But what a drive there from Huck Hammer. But yeah, I mean, the pass defense reeked here for Baylor today. How do you let Herky Streets go for like 500 yards? Unreal. This is not your grandpa's A&M. This is not Rex Beaver's time over here. And then, oh, what a block. And Huck Hammer, baby. I mean, what's the right tackle even doing? Oh, no. It was the jerseys, Flame. You gotta do better. But Solo getting absolutely destroyed by Huck. What a drive from Huck Hammer. A sack. And then forcing the ball loose there. What a game. Can't believe they even got the onside kick, too, man. Oh, disaster. All right, so look at the scoring summary. I mean, like, look at this. 21 fourth quarter points. Disaster for Baylor. Oh. 20-33, 343, and 3 touchdowns here for Latre. Run the ball, Sheethers over 100 yards. Like, they were fine on offense. Solo, he even had 99 yards. Like, he was kind of cooking. Defense, though, they just couldn't play today. Coley had 4 TFLs, only 1 sack on the day, no picks. Defense, only a couple of chances at picks. Bullock had the kicker had a forced fumble and a forced recovery. I would pay to see what happened on that play. How does a kicker get a forced fumble? As Herky Streets, 31 of 54, 456 and 3 tutties. Run the ball. They didn't run the ball hardly at all. Aaron Rush, a freshman, 68 overall, just domed Baylor. Introducing your Chad Barber there, Flame. Aaron Rush. Brian Tatum dominated as well, a redshirt sophomore. On defense, Watkins. I mean, they didn't really do much here on defense. Huck Hammer, though, with the sack. Big day here for Huck. Deflections. Forced fumble. It was Travis Williams. And that will do it. Forcing a fumble from a kicker. Yeah, I think that's how they got the early 21-point lead there. So that's an A&M outright victory. All right. But all of that was leading up to this. The main course of BearCave. The whole enchilada. North Carolina at Georgia Tech. The game that has decided the division the last 2 years. And it's gone Georgia Tech's way both times. Last week we saw an epic game from Georgia Tech. 4 overtimes against Fresno. And now they take on Sierra Laxis, Brio, and the transfer portal merchants. Once again, can UNC finally get over the hump? This is a true push game. So no cover, none of that nonsense. Who wins, UNC or Georgia Tech? Who do you got? And Sierra Laxis, Brio, if you're here, you're the away team, you do get priority. Otherwise, it's going to Coach Mike. So we'll see if he is here, and we want the Hero Day, or what is it? Hero Day uniforms. Do you mean Cape Day? I think he means Cape Day. And we'll see if we can do all white for them. Alright, I do not see Coach Sierra Laxis Brio, so here we go. We'll go with Georgia Tech. Receive if they lose the toss. Here we go. Big time game, top 10. A lot of money going on Georgia Tech. They proven to be one of the best teams in the country. Their only loss was an OT to Baylor. They almost choked away the game last week. Have they corrected it? I love this jersey set. Coach Mike breaking out the suit. It was raining last week. He was in his pullover, but not this week. Here we go. UNC, they've got the transfer from Auburn. Bob Rubshaw, the redshirt freshman quarterback. Easily the biggest game of his young career. See what happens. Here we go, under the lights of BearCave. Bobby Dodd. And they're going to kick it. So Georgia Tech gets what they want. They want to receive. Here we go. First touchdown. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Already punching UNC in the mouth. UNC does get one back. We'll see if they can continue to fight. Georgia Tech, man, they might run away with this one. And no, UNC holding tough. Oh boy, we got ourselves a ball game here in the second half. UNC, they take their first lead of the ball game. Georgia Tech, though, responds. UNC responds. Here we go. We got a heavyweight fight down to the end. And, oh, what a drive. And it ends in nothing. What? What just happened? All right, well, we're going to... I mean, it's a touchdown now. I don't know what happened. They're up. Woo! They're up 10. Georgia Tech, come on. 4th and 6. I can't jump in until it's a one-score game. Is UNC gonna run away with it? You've got to get a stop. No, not like this. They're running it down their throat. No. No! What is that? Like 12 straight runs? My God! Down goes Georgia Tech! What? What? How? How? UNC with the shocker of the day. No one gave them a chance. Sierra Laxis Brio. It's 18-23 for Clayton Tune, 282 touchdowns. Running the ball. They just couldn't run it today. Look at this. Triple option team. Everybody under 3 yards of carry but Tune, who's under 4. Receiving, Larson got over 100 yards, but oh my goodness. TFLs go to Kazili. The sacks go to Kazili and Hawkins. Interceptions, no. Deflections. Fumbles. And for Bob Rubshaw, what a day. 23 of 39, 324, 3 tutties. SFA player Jamison LaCosta gets it, leading receiver. And on defense, Javon Ohio, transfer from North Texas, making a couple plays today. 5 TFLs. No interceptions. My God, I'm struggling to see how this even happened. Clooney Bolton, the transfer from Penn State, getting a fumble. Oh my. So now UNC, they control the division. So Georgia Tech now on their back foot. Baylor and Georgia Tech just both lost. And coming into this week, I would have told you that the three best teams in the country are Oklahoma State, Baylor, and Georgia Tech in really no particular order. And two of them just lost. That's a UNC outright, or yeah, it's an outright because it was a push. Holy Toledo, what a game on the road as well. That is a shocker. Let's get those. Oh my God, the 1% going to UNC. 99% had Georgia Tech. Oh no. So, as is BearCave tradition, before we get on out of here, we just want to look to make sure every game is simmed but our game day, which is Arizona at Stanford. And they are. So now we'll take a look at Week 10 coming up next week. Minnesota, Florida State. That's a fun one. Wisconsin, Maryland. Georgia Tech now taking on NC State. That'll be another tough one. LSU and Oklahoma is interesting. This will be a big-time one. Fresno State, UNLV. Texas and Tennessee, cross-division. They've had some SEC championships against each other last couple of years. USC, Oregon, another cross-division game. That will be a big-time one. Man, things only get bigger as we go along, folks. Look at these games. BYU, man, tough loss to Duke. Feel bad for our boy. All right. ECU and Buffalo. Game is falling off the face of the earth. Auburn and Florida. That's a big one in division as well. And that will do it. So, Navy, Notre Dame. That'll be fun. All right, guys. So, as usual, it will take me about 5 minutes to get game day set up. But thanks for watching. These games will be posted later on tonight. This full VOD will be available tonight as well. And then highlights for game day will be tomorrow. Recruiting will be tonight right after you eat dinner, typically around 10:30 Eastern. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, supporting the SFA, and we'll be back here in like 5 minutes. Peace.